Hello everyone, cncHD here. Welcome to this scripting AI video series thingy. I thought I will script a new AI. I'm currently recording a new AI tournament on my other channel, so I thought it would be a great idea to start scripting a new AI for a new AI tournament. So that is the whole plan of this series, to see new AI battled out against other new AI. Okay, I hope everything is working. Seems to be working fine here. As the map, I have chosen this one here. It is Naval Port Race. That's the map I'm going to use for the AI scripting. And I will start with the China, with the basic factions. So I first start with China, then I go to USA, and then I go to GLA. I think GLA is the hardest one to do. Do we have actual pathing here? We have pathing. We have the back door, we have the front and the center. These are the way paths we need to get this thing working. So that is here, that's good, that's perfect. Where's starting position 1? Here we have 6. I mean, it doesn't matter where we start, but I want to figure out where 1 is. Here's 1. Is this 1? Center 1, yeah, here's starting position 1. Like I said, it doesn't matter where it is. What matters is that we have an observer spot, as I want to observe the action. Let's put that down here. This will be player 7 as the observer spot. Alright. And we start with the first general. Technically, if I put in China, every 6 spots should be China. So, yeah. Like I said, doesn't really matter where player 1 starts. Okay, here we have some starting scripts from the map itself. It's just a script 1 which says, hey, there are object flags for whatever. I think the supplies. There's an intro to show who made the map. Made by Adrian. Really good map maker, by the way. And yeah, I start with China. Okay. First, we need a paperwork. I will begin with a folder, China V. Or should I write it like that? Yeah, I write it like that. China V paperwork. Paperwork for like, they can build, they have money, they have a timer, all that stuff. Or I could also call it general stuff. Okay, here we have the folder, and there comes in the script China V basics or general. Yeah, general. Let's go with general or basics. Start. Okay, so if true, if the game starts, then I want this team. We go here with player. AI. This AI is able to build units and buildings. We first need to tell the AI that it is able to do. If we do not do this, then they will not do it. So set the player to be able to build buildings. Yes. This player. This player. Okay. Then next, copy this. Build units. They can build units. This player, yes. Okay, then I want to have a game timer for China V, for every general. But I want that in this folder. China V game time. This one is active. It's hitting every second, and it never deactivates upon success. It just stays active and ticks 1 second further. But for that we first need the counter for the game time. So we put that here in general in the start. So let's go in here, and here I want a counter. Script, is it here on this? It is here, scripting counter. You could also choose a timer, but a counter is more useful for that. Set counter to a value. We have to counter China v counter game time. That is the counter, and it will start at 0. Starts at 0. Okay. It deactivates upon success. Only hits 1 frame, then it deactivates. And this game time will take this game time counter every second and increase it by 1. So here we have scripting counters, increment of a counter. Add 1 to counter China v counter game time. Alright. So what we have basically created here is a clock for China v, telling him which time it is. Okay. Let's save. And next we need to have China build a dozer. So let's go here to the teams. We have China vanilla. We have nothing here yet. We have the default team. I want a dozer. Skirmish China, home position don't care, production that this one we will set in a bit. I want 1 dozer maximum and minimum for China v. So we can build 1 dozer in the beginning, and so we have 2 dozers. Oh, it actually shows an image here. That's cool. Didn't know that. Okay. And we call that team or China v team dozer 1. Okay. Now we need a condition that the dozer is going to be built. For that we go in here. We have conditions. So let's create a new folder. China v conditions. Second, I need to throw something away here. There's also a stupid fly harassing me. Okay. Made myself some tea and I needed to throw the tea bag away. Okay, this one is a subroutine. Doesn't matter what you check here. Just for the naming on the folder. SA, so subroutine active. Doesn't really matter. Okay, for that we now create a new script. China v conditions beginning. Okay, this one is a subroutine. It doesn't deactivate upon success because we need it. Okay, if true, or we could say if the game time is at 1. Or let's say if true. Do nothing. Now we can go into teams, and with a subroutine, we can have the dozer be produced with a production condition. Here only subroutine is enabled. So we have the conditions beginning. This one right here. This is the production condition. So if true, a dozer will be built. Okay. Let's save. And if we go in game, we should be able to see that the dozer is going to be trained by the China. Let's go in here, create a game, have the AI map. We are in the middle. And let's have, I don't know, 6 hard AIs. I could also do it in single player, so this way we can reset every time and don't need to put armies in there again every time. AI. So we are random, we have these AIs. 6 of them. All China. Position, I don't care. Purple color, whatever. Okay, we are here. The rest starts around it. Yeah, let's make it max. Well, let's do it 35 for now. 10k. That reminds me, the AI has no money, but it should still work. So sell here. This way we see the map, and we should see China building.
Unit lost.
A second dozer. Yeah, there comes the second dozer. Perfect. We did everything correctly. And the second dozer is here. Besides that, China is not doing anything, of course. Alright. With that information in, we can now start giving him orders to build stuff. So for that, we go into China. And we do build orders. Hey, Vork Hassem, welcome in the YouTube chat. Hi there. Let's have some production conditions. A building order, a build order, new folder, active, China, V. Build order. Build order. What we could also do is have multiple build orders that could also work. So for example, we go for the Helix, we go for tanks, we go for double war factory, a barracks, a war factory. We could do all that crazy stuff. The problem is I don't know how to choose random. That is the only issue. If I knew how to choose random, I would do it. Thank you very much, Vork Hassem. Thank you very much for saying so. Much appreciated. Yeah, it's a great game. We need more love for this game. It's a great, awesome game. Needs more support. Even more support than right now. So yeah, I have the only issue with the random generator. I mean, I could look into it if we have something random in here. But I don't see anything random here. There are scripts already available with a random number generator. But I never got them to work. So, yeah. Let's for now work with just one build order. So this is this one, build order. We can't call it build order 1. Maybe I get it to work, who knows. So in build order 1, I want a reactor. So let's go with China V, Bow 1, building 1, reactor, first reactor. Okay. If true, and let's also give it the condition that a flag is enabled if we figured out how to get the random number generator working. Let's put in a flag. So this flag would be new flag compared to a value. For example, China V build order flag 1. For example, like this, or let's do flag build order 1 or build order is false. Build order 1. the flag build order 1 is true. We put in this. So this way we check, okay, there is a flag. It's build order 1. And if that's true, we choose build order 1. If not, we go to build order 2. We build the reactor. We go here to, I think, skirmish. Skirmish only. Build a building tied to AI data. Yeah. It's the skirmish script, so we go with that. And we build a China reactor, a power plant. Okay. And we also now need to choose the flag. So that is red now because the flag is non-existent. For that we need to go into flags. I create a folder for that. China V flag flags. Okay. And there we create a script. China V flags build order 1. Okay, if true, then go here to the flag. This is somewhere here, the flag, there it is. And we set the flag China V flag build order 1 to true. But if the game starts, we have this flag enabled. Hey, Velocious, welcome, welcome. Somehow I forgot 0-hour AI works with script, not with any. There you see. Sometimes you forget some basic stuff like that. Ah, delicious tea. I love tea. I'm actually not a coffee drinker. I love tea. So for some reason this one is red. Because it doesn't know the flag. But if we press OK, it should now know it. Yes, it stopped being red. Excellent. So we now have told the game, hey, look, there's a build order 1 flag. It is true once the game starts. Here. And by telling the game, this one is now active and the dozer will build a China power plant. Let's save and let's test. Restart. And we should now see that a power plant is being produced. Hey, Eric!
Lost.
Welcome, Eric! And there we go, a power plant is being produced. And a second dozer. Hooray, hooray! I'm drinking tea right now. I am very much agreeing with that. Tea is perfect. Okay, nothing happens after that, of course. Now we need to tell the AI to build a supply center there. It's a stupid fly flying around here. Yeah, let's build a supply center. All the AIs build a power plant. Let's now build a supply center. So we go in here, we go into the conditions, no, into the build order 1. And once this one is built, the power plant, we copy the script. First reactor, first supply. Or first sub. Let's go with short names. Okay, once if the first reactor is built, so if player owns has built an object type, this player, can I choose this player? I cannot. I can. Okay, so this player has built a power plant, which is this one. And build order 1 is true, the flag. Then we build a supply center. China, structure. Actually, I think there is a script where you can build next to a supply. Build a defense on flank parameter, on front parameter, on flank and front parameter. But there's one which tells you, okay, you build next to a supply center. There should be a script here. Build... scripting... skirmish build, team build, unit build. And there was something like that. Maybe I check here in my previous map. Let me quickly check something. I have here my folder with all my old maps. And if I go there, I go to the maps. I had this AI tournament. If I check this one, I should be able to see how I did it. Build order. Supply. Aha! There we go. Actually put 2 in there. It's on under player AI near a supply source. Okay. That's how it's done. Okay. So we go here. AI. Yeah, I should have seen this one. It's okay. So this team, this player, will build a China supply center next to a supply source with at least, I mean, we have crates here now. We have, how do I do it? With at least 20k supplies. Sometimes you have maps where only 15k is in. And I think the cache crates, the supply piles, the crates, they count as one supply, I believe. So we can do 15k maybe. Will produce bugs, but we can work on that. Let's build that one, and I want the second supply center. Second sup. And this one builds at least 1k. Okay, that way the AI should produce 2 supply centers. I hope they're not producing it next to each other. So let's test it. Veloci is saying, by the way, else works on new world builder, so maybe that could lessen the condition needed for you to use. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the new world builder by Adrian. I'm still waiting for it. He will release it soon, I heard. And we see a supply center. Yes! Oh, how beautiful! How beautiful! That is exactly how I wanted. 2 supply centers. 2 supply centers. No bugs. Okay, we have a bug here. This one bugs. This one bugs as well. And no bugs here. That is so annoying. He doesn't attack the supply crates here next to him. That is so stupid. So how can I get rid of this? I have no idea. Stupid fly here in my room. And he builds 20,000 supply trucks again. Of course. Of course he does. I mean, it works here. Doesn't work here. That is, of course, not good. think I fixed it here. Wouldn't it be better to use it on supplies with value around 3, 5 or less cost supply pile 1 has around? Yeah, I need to play around with the numbers, Velocious. I need to play around with that. I think here I named the supplies. Yeah, I named them here. If I import the AI into another map, I can of course not name the supplies. No idea how to fix this yet. Maybe I find something. So if we go back here, second supply. Condition. We could make it that this one plays around with a timer, with the game time. So let's use the game time here. Counter. We have the game time counter here is equal or greater than, let's say 20 seconds. Then we build a supply next to at least 1000. Is there an option with at least less? Near supplies of at least 1000 available resources. This one supply pile. Let's try this. Maybe this fixes it magically.
Unit lost.
So we had in-game time 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. The reactor finishes at around 25. 30. It takes 30 seconds to build a reactor. 28 seconds. And we're again facing the issue. So if I put it at 30, then he should maybe build it at another time. Let's do 34. 35. Supply, second supply, and game time is 35. Maybe that works. Veloci is saying the problem is probably the map cache value cost. Some maps has a lot of supply pile and some has a lot of docks, so the condition needed is different. Yeah. Need to play around with the conditions. Yeah. Let's try this. Maybe it works. I should also make it a bit faster. We don't have to wait so long all the time. Put it here to maximum. Go to AI. Put myself in there and let's do it this way. This way it's faster. We can observe it faster.
A warrior has fallen.
So reactor gets built. Second dozer gets built. I think the bug is still occurring. Builds it here. And oh, look at that. Aha! I'm a genius. Okay, that fixed it. Because he knows he already built a supply center there. So he doesn't build a second supply center there. Ha 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 ha. Genius. I'm so genius. Okay, next I want to have a third supply center. We are at round... Let's check how much time he needs to build up 2 supply centers.
A warrior has fallen.
Most likely like 1 minute. He builds a supply center there. He builds it there. And let's see how long he takes to finish it. It takes around, yeah, like 53 seconds. Let's go with 55 seconds. So I'm going into the map here. I want a third supply center. Pros like to do that with 3 supply centers at the beginning. Let's do copy, third, sup. So what did I say? 55. 55 seconds. And the flag is enabled. Then he builds the next supply center. Save that thing. Let's recheck. I can make it even faster, can I? Yeah, this way it's even faster. Look at that, how the time is flying by. Damn. Okay, he builds the second supply center, and now when that thing finishes, he should build the third. Yes, he builds the third supply center. This one builds the first supply center, third supply center, third supply center, third supply center. Yes, we are going for the echo boom. Okay, excellent. Now we have the echo boom activated. I actually also want the command center to be sold. I know one of the AI tournament players did sell the command center by giving the command center a team and then selling the team. How did they do it exactly? I have no idea anymore. So if we go back to the map, I want the war factory. Maybe I also let the command center stay in there, whatever. Maybe I keep the command center. And hey, thank you very much, Rosa Lichtbringer, for the sub. 2 months already. Thank you very much. Danke dir sehr. Vielen, vielen Dank. And also welcome, Heiko Magic. Guten Abend, Heiko Magic. Hope everything is alright for you too. Ich hoffe, euch geht's gut. Thank you very much for the support. Okay, for the war factory. Let's go into the build order 1. We have 3 supply centers. Super soweit. Perfect, perfect. Here also everything perfect. I want to go with a war factory. So let's go here and say build me a war factory. First war factory. WF for war factory. This one comes after, like, I don't know, 30 seconds, 35 seconds, 38 seconds, 38 seconds. Let's say 38. Also one above. Can I change the position of the script? Can I move it up? No, I don't think that works. I think if I drag it in here like that. No, that didn't work at all. Well, that went actually apeshit. Whatever. First direct, now that thing is on the top. Great. Great, well done. I did great. How stupid. Okay, first war factory. This way we have 3 supply centers, 1 war factory. And I want the player to have little defense in his base. This is not a competitive AI. This is not like Xcal AI. This is just an AI designed for AI competition. I will actually want to try and give the command center a team so we can sell it. Added teams. I think what he did is added a team. Do you use the attack wave counter when creating AI? I've seen it being used in vanilla and advanced AI mod. The attack wave counter. What I'm doing is I'm giving the AI the game time counter so they know what time it is. And they will use early attack waves with lower attack waves. to up till like 3 minutes, 4 minutes in game. And then they will disable the script of the production condition for the first wave, and then they switch over to the second wave. So I'm working with the game time counter, which clocks up every second. The AI knows exactly what time it is in the game. And I'm using that to determine how the AI is going to use the attack waves and when they use it and how strong it should be. This stupid annoying fly here in my room. We'll get it eventually. Okay, I want to try and get the command center into a team. Condition unit. If we go to China, structure, command center, okay. Then we have this command center. Okay, I'm just testing. So this is China v team CC. And then I want to sell it. Edit scripts, China, conditions, or I don't know, actions. Let's have a test script. Test if true team team uses the command button. Maybe that works. Use command button ability on all named enemy, on all nearest object type. Team, this player. No, then this team, okay. Use ability sell. Just playing around here. Command sell. Is it command sell? Sell, yeah, command sell. On nearest object type of China structure command center. So this team will not work as I need to have a player. We don't have this player, so we need to go with team skirmish China. And I want him to sell his command center at, if true, and if counter game time is equal to 15 seconds. So at 15 seconds I want him to sell a command center. Will this work? We will find out. I don't think it will work. If it works, I will be super happy. Okay, sell that thing.
A warrior has fallen.
And will he sell the command center? No, he doesn't sell. Of course he doesn't. I think you should do team recruit or merge first, then make the team use command to sell. Ah, okay. So that's how you do it. Let's see if I can replicate that. It's not important that he sells the command center. It's really not important. Maybe it's best if he keeps the command center. Not want to waste too much time into it. So let's give it a last shot. So we need to merge. We have the dozer team. Can we merge? Let's say if the game time... What am I doing here? Counter. China game time is equal to, like, I don't know, 20 seconds. Then I want the teams to merge. Team merge. Merge the team CC onto the team dozer. Okay. That happens at around 20. And at 22... at 22... I want the team... Dozer. To use the ability command cell on nearest type, or you just use the ability command cell. Use command ability. This team, or let's say Team Dozer, use command cell. Cell. Okay, this happens at 25. The teams are now merged, and I will now use the cell condition, the cell script. I think you just recruit. I think just recruit is enough. Merge is for something like red guards from Troop Class. Sorry, I haven't used Verbal for a long time. Says Velocious. Yeah, I'm not really good with merging. I never used merge in scripting. Never used it before. Just toying around here with it. But I don't want it to be so super complicated. If it doesn't work now, I don't care. Yeah, it doesn't work, so let's not care about it. He keeps the command center, let's not care about it. Let's delete that. Don't care, don't give a shit. Delete these two. You can keep the command center, I don't care. Okay, so we gave him the order to build a war factory. Is he building the war factory? Is that thing?
Warrior has fallen.
So in theory, he should build 3 supply centers and a war factory. Here comes the supply center, there comes the second supply center. Now he's going to build a 3rd supply center, and he's going to build a war factory. But he has no money for it, so he doesn't build it. If he would have the money for it, he would build it. I think if I gave him some extra money, he would build it. The moment he's not doing anything. Oh, what happened here? What happened here? That looks funny. Here as well. Oh, wow, okay. 4 supply centers, wow. That's a bit broken. He did it correct. So... the truck went crazy, lol. Yeah. Got a build order. Build order. First war factory. Bad AI, says Firearm. Hey, Firearm, welcome. Super bad AI, yeah. Super bad. So the 3rd supply center... 55. Maybe if I build a war factory at the same time. At 55. Let's set this also to 55. Okay. Let's also disable this. We just have it like this. It's greater to 55 and build orders activated. And the player has enough cash. Player owns money. Let's say 2,100. I know it's 2,000 for a war factory. Is equal to our crater. No, is less or equal to. Let's say 2,000. Is less than or equal to the number of craters possessed by the player. this player. I think this should work. And then he builds the war factory. Oh. Ah, I see why he built a fourth supply center. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Okay, never mind. Builds near a supply source. I want him to have a war factory near to a supply source. Okay, I'm just stupid. Never mind. Structure, war factory. China war factory. Near supply source with at least... I don't know. Let's leave this in. 1k. Whatever. Okay. Bad news for you. I'm kinda back to game replays and will be soon to Discord as well, within a month or so. Oh, okay. Well, I actually think that's great news. I missed you, man. Welcome back. Okay, now we should see 3 supply centers in the war factory. War factory like here. So let's see. He builds... Oh yeah! Oh, look at that box! Wow, fancy box! Going in for some boxing here. Wow, that is fancy stuff. Actually, no box. Never mind, no box. Here we have a war factory there. War factory in the middle. 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 Okay. No weird 4th supply center because I'm stupid stuff. Yeah, looking all great. All super great. Okay. Well, every base looking exactly how it should look like. Okay. Veloci is saying, I think 3rd supply could wait. Getting early war factory up, then get more supply is better, so the AI could do the attack a lot earlier. I see a lot of pros going for 3 supply centers in the beginning. That's why I think 3 supply centers would be great to have in the beginning. I'm trying it with 3 supply centers. I see a lot of pros doing it. That's why, of course, with USA it doesn't make sense with 3 supply centers. Doesn't make sense. Okay, now we have the war factory. Now I want him to build units. So... I mean, it's an AI tournament. They could use units as defense. I don't want it to be like super rush. I actually want it like a tournament where the AI watches after his base. We have an area here. This one is the inner and outer perimeter. And here the AI could guard its base. So let's disable the trigger areas and have a guarding team to protect the base. So edit teams. China. Team CC, let's delete that once again. And create a new team. China V. Team Guard 1. Home position. I don't care. Production condition beginning. And I want to have for the China vehicles. I want to have Gatlings. Tank Gatling. Like 2. And I want China vehicle, a listening outpost as defense. Is this going to be a 1v1 map where we can also play multiplayer on? Yes, Heiko Magic. This is supposed to be an AI which you can play against on multiplayer as well. It's supposed to be for 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, 4v4. Whatever you like to have. You can also have the AI as teammate. Okay, so this should work. And I want this team to guard the inner perimeter. So let's have behavior script. And this is a word I can never spell correctly. If I go to Teams houses, spelled. Okay. New folder. Subroutine. Yeah. China V behavior. And here we go and say China V behavior guard base. What is it? Tournament or something? Yeah, this is for my AI tournament. On my second channel, I'm currently hosting an AI tournament with AIs battling each other out. And I think the normal vanilla AI is boring, so I want to have it like this. After looking at this, I'm now interested in making my own AI. Well, do it, Velocious. Do it, please. Would be cool to see. Okay, back to the AI. The stupid fly in my room is still stupid. If true, then this team is using the guard button. Set to guard an area. Or set guard current location. From inside the tunnel network, we are not at GLA at the moment. Specific unit, set to guard supply source. Area. So this team guards the inner perimeter. Skirmish, my inner perimeter. Or my outer perimeter. Let's say this one. So this one guards the outer perimeter. Now we should see a guarding army. Let's say okay. And let's see if the AI is doing it. And welcome, Michael.
A warrior has fallen.
Stock AI doesn't rebuild its command center even if he has enough money. I checked it. Yeah, they don't rebuild the command center. You need to script it in. If you don't script it in, they don't rebuild. So War Factory Supply Center coming up, and they should now build their own guarding team consisting out of 2 Gatlings, 1 listening outpost. War Factory starts producing. Listening outpost comes out. Oh, of course, I'm stupid. Nothing new that I'm stupid. We need to have it as condition, and we have it as subroutine. So if we go here, it is not a subroutine. Did a mistake there. And here in China, on behavior, on create, guard base. And we want them to be aggressive. Always aggressive. Does this team focus on a single team at a time in hard or brutal, never in normal? Yeah, why not? Save. Okay, now they actually guard the area.
A warrior has fallen.
Got no time to work for it right now, and I still have to work on my next challenge map, which I might start at the end of the year. Says Velocious. Okay. Looking forward to it. Still need to beat the other AI maps. Okay, now we should see AIs going here to this position, guarding the outer perimeter. 2 Gatling tanks, 1 listening outpost. It produces the units, and they should now start guarding. And not sure if it guards. It produces, alright. And now he should... And yeah, he guards. Okay, on create he guards. And wow, okay, he actually attacks. Well, never mind. Okay, okay, wow, okay, that escalated quickly. But they are stupid. They are not reacting to the enemy forces. He's producing them, reproducing them. These ones actually guard. I think this outer perimeter has these units inside the perimeter. Okay, they are also now attacking. Maybe I put it to inner perimeter, as I want them to actually stay here and protect. Yeah, let's put it to inner perimeter. Behavior, actions, my inner perimeter. Okay. Save. Now I want to have an attack force with a barracks. So this way we go to skirmish. Build orders. Build order 1, and I want a barracks. Copy script. First barracks. Hey, Komeshi. Komeshi? Is it Komeshi? Komeshi. Maybe you should untick focus on a single target, to be honest. That could fix something. You are right about that. I should do that. Counter is greater than 55. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, and we actually have money. 500. Then we are going to produce a barracks next to the war factory. Okay. Go here to teams, the guard team, and uncheck this one. Okay. All right, let's test it.
A warrior has fallen.
They should now build the barracks after the 2 supply centers. Make it a bit faster. They build the wall factory, they build the barracks, not the 3rd supply center first. Now there comes the 3rd supply center. Look at how aggressive they built that. Yeah, that works. They're not going to attack like before. They're going to use it for the protection. Michelle is saying, I like your dedication to scripting and it would be great to play against your AI scripts in skirmish. Yeah, maybe if I finish it, you should be able to play against it. That is one far supply center, one far away supply center. I'm not a big fan of this. Also, these supply trucks are weird, but because they already mined out, okay. Alright. This, of course, doesn't work so well. I'm going to change the timer. So, in the build order, the 3rd supply center comes at 55. The 1st wall factory comes at 57. So 2 seconds later. Barracks as well. I want the 3rd supply center first. Okay, 57, 57. Okay. And now I want them to build an attack force. Skirmish China. Add a new team. China v team attack. 1 0 1. That's the first attack force. Production condition beginning. So they decide. They build the guard team first or they build the attack team first. They decide. It's on their decision what they do. I could change the priority. This way they will build the attack force always first. Let's let them decide. Team members are AI recruitable? Yes. Created once and only once? No. So I want for the first attack wave vehicles, Gatling tanks, like 2, and tank hunters. China infantry, tank hunters. 5. Behavior on create, do nothing for now. But they will start attack with an aggressive behavior. So maybe on create they start guarding. And then every like 1 minute they attack. So if I put in an attack wave under conditions or behavior, let's say behavior maybe. Events, I could create an event folder. New folder. China v events. So here, China v events. First attack. First attack. It's a one-timer. Oh no, it's active and it reactivates every 60 seconds. Every 1 minute? Oh, let's say every 1.5 minutes. This script re-evaluate. So if true, then do nothing. Could be a subroutine. If true, then this team attacks. Attack hunt. I know the hunt script is really stupid. We could use a way path for that. But which way path are they going to use? There's a question. Set to collect nearby units. Could do that. So they collect the guard team. Stupid fly here. They have the guard team. They collect that. And then they attack. Team. I never used this before with the collecting and the merging. I never did that before. They recruit the other teams around them. And then they move. Set to follow a way path while attacking. A waypoint path as a team. But I don't think they will attack with this way. Let's try it out. This team follow the way path. Well, fuck me. Then the hunt script only works for now. Let's go with hunt. Hunt always works. Team goes hunting. Set to hunt. This team goes hunting. Okay. Asmodio is saying, hey, welcome by the way. AI need to make extra economy, they just fall off after supplies run out. Yeah, we need to work on that with second supply. Michael saying, I want to find... Stupid fly, man. So aggressive fly. Attacking me here. I wanted to find stock AI scripts to modify, but I can't. I was able to find a build order, however it didn't give me the opportunity to set priority. I wonder if it is possible to modify AI in World Builder. It is. If you export the AI from the big file, you will get all the standard AIs from the game, and you can work around with that. Thank you, Gerd, for subscribing. Much appreciated there on YouTube. Much appreciated. Thank you. You're right. AI should have the highest priority in building a second economy and build more of the buildings as well. Yeah, agreed. Okay, this team begins hunting. And I think I need to make this a subroutine, else it is not going to work. Every 90 seconds. And guard is recruitable. Okay. And this one, behavior on generic. First attack. Okay, save, and they should now attack. Does this work? We'll try.
A warrior
I also think it's too fast. Okay, they start building the supply center first, then they build the barracks, then they build the war factory. Again, way too fast. Make it a bit slower. Okay, war factory, barracks. Barracks, war factory. Yeah, that works. They build the guard team first. And they sent them guarding. Too fast. Okay. All of them went with the guard team first. Everyone sends it's guarding. Guarding. Okay, they all guard first. They don't choose the attack force first. There's a Gatling standing in the war factory. He's producing the attack force at the moment, I think. Because of the subroutine script. Okay, that bugs out. He's not building the tank hunters. He's just standing there in the war factory, not doing anything. Also not producing tank hunters like I told him. I missed the part where you told your AI where to place buildings. You sadly have to rewatch that. It's basically in here with the scripts, the build order. I basically gave them a game time and a flag for build order 1. And then I just told them to build a supply center, then a reactor. I used the game time to build the buildings. And then they just built the buildings with the game time. Okay, this script is not working. Conditions, behavior. This one is not working. This one is working. Subroutine every frame. But the attack it's not working. Events. So this one is a subroutine. It's active. Just active. Activates every 90 seconds. And it says, hey, look. Please use this team. Tag 1. And collect nearby units for a team. And then team or AI. Oh, I need to choose team. Hunt. Team. Attack 1 goes hunting. So how about that? How does this work? Komeshi saying, I think you need to make a script sequentially for that.
A warrior has
Ah, yeah, good point. Yeah, the sequential script, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that. Maybe it is the sequential script, yeah. Okay, that works. They built supply center, they built barracks. They actually didn't build the tank hunters, which I'm surprised about. Maybe I didn't put that in, I forgot it. But I was sure I put 3 tank hunters in, or 5 tank hunters. Comes the barracks, there comes the war factory. They should normally build some tank hunters now. They don't do it. Yeah, you're welcome, Michelle. Good luck with your AI. It's hard at first, but once you know the parts, it will get easier. Still difficult to do. Okay, there comes the guarding team. Send the guarding team to the base. Okay, he builds the tank hunter. He actually builds the tank hunter. He just stands in the barracks. He stands in the war factory. Because he doesn't have a home position. He doesn't have a home position. Will he attack? He doesn't attack, he just stands there. Yeah, he just stands there. So probably, yeah, I need the subsequential script. I never really used it, so that will be a new thing for me to do. But it's not working like it is at the moment. So this one is not working. Let's deactivate this. That one is working. Behavior. So we have the events. No, we have the behavior. And in behavior I need to hunt. New script. China V. Behavior. Hunt. As a subroutine. Deactivates upon success. If true, then this team merges, recruits, it hunts. Let's just say it hunts. This team begins hunting. And now we need the subsequential script. So behavior, hunt sub. So subroutine, it as active, it deactivates upon success, and this one happens every 90 seconds. And let's say for the test, every 20 seconds. Hey Yazan, no. I'm building and scripting an AI. No. No 1v1. I'm dodging. Okay, if true, then run a sequential script. Team sequential script. Set execute the script sequentially start. This team executes hunt. Okay. Sequentially. So we have this one here for our team, and it executes this one. This one we deactivated, so it will not bother us. Let's actually delete it. So here we have the attack force and behavior. Maybe on idle. And create on unit destroyed. Hey, Abu Badabu, welcome. Welcome in the Twitch chat. Let's say generic. Sub. Maybe this will work. Let's recheck. This works.
A warrior has fallen.
Make it a bit faster. So he builds the base a bit faster. Here comes the second supply. Comes the third supply. The barracks. War factory. Very close to this base, by the way. Holy shit. He builds the guard team first. He builds the tank hunters. They actually now come in. Okay, he builds the attack force first. Okay, that's great. Let's make it a bit slower. They go into guard mode. They go into guard mode. He's now building guard team. They all build the attack force first. He now builds the guard team. He's producing both teams, actually. He has this team. He's not attacking. The 60 seconds attack check doesn't work here. He has his attack force and he will never ever attack. Which is stupid. I want him to attack. But he's not doing it. Even though I told him so. Michelle is saying, I have a wild thought. What if AI tried to expand its base, like creating the second base? I wonder if it's doable in World Builder. They can check if their neighbor spot is without any base. I'm not sure how, but it's possible somehow. Okay, so the hunt script doesn't work. I mean, the hunt script is the most easiest one of them all. China V start, China V game time. Maybe... Why is this thing not working? Deactivates upon success, checks every 20 seconds. He runs a subroutine. Every 20 seconds. Deactivate upon success. The subroutine. Runs it every 20 seconds. And then he executes the hunt. And the hunt is every frame. And they just hunt. Deactivate upon success. This team begins hunting. Normally it should work. Let's recheck on a fast game speed.
A warrior has fallen.
Should normally work. Not sure why it's not working. So basically they should start hunting now. Maybe because it's a generic script? They're now bugging in the building once again. They want to constantly hunt. Nobody attacks. They go to the top, they just stand there. Okay, now he moves to the bottom. Yeah, nobody attacks. Then let's not care about the hunt. Let's say events. China V. Events. First attack. This one happens, it stays active. It happens every 60 seconds, every 90 seconds. And this player just goes all in. Player, he just hunts. This player, he just hunts. This way he throws everything he has at his enemy. Every 90 seconds. Now they should go wild.
A warrior has fallen.
Now there should be hell on earth here. Everything which comes out of the production will be thrown at the enemy. Let's check. Units are coming out. They guard. He should be attacking now. Yeah, now he attacks. Now they attack. Okay, they produce. Okay, he attacks. They attack. There's nothing coming out of it anymore. Now he produces. Yeah, now they're going crazy. He's just ignoring the fact that he's under attack. They are producing and attacking. Yeah, now it works. So it could be a bit more crazy. I could add in more attack waves. So let's go to teams. China. We have the attack 1 team. Let's copy that. Call it attack 2. Beginning. And they can decide whatever they want to produce. Here I want, let's say, 1 listening outpost. Vehicle. A dragon also works. Let's say a dragon tank. Nothing here. Okay. And they always guard the base. Always. Okay, then we copy this. Attack 3. We have a listening outpost. Listening outpost. 1 listening outpost. And here instead of 2 Gatlings we have 1 Gatling. We have built for success. Maximum quantity 10. Let's go really wild. 0 and 0. None. And we call that one team get 1. Let's get 1. That is dragon 1. 10 times. Okay. And that is listening outpost 1 for 10 times. And we have the tank hunter. Tank hunter. Now this should be really crazy. Tank Hunter, 10 times. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is going to be wild. Let's recheck.
A warrior has
Let them build up first. Let me slow it down a bit. I think this is going to be wild. Here comes the production. And the production. Slow it down here a bit. Okay, he sends the tank hunters to his base. Same here. He builds the tank hunters. He produces out of the war factory. And at a certain time, they will go apeshit. And start attacking everything they see. Okay, he produces and produces and produces. Sends them to his home base. And now he attacks. Sadly, these go to the top player. He goes here to the left. Would be cool if the Gatling actually retreats when seeing an outpost. Okay, they go in. Has a dragon tank inside. He produces more and more and more units here in the back. He actually doesn't care about his base, which is sad. Loses the war factory because of that. Builds a new reactor. Maybe I should re-put it to outer perimeter. After production at the main base. So here's the production. Not so far away. Yeah, this one's going wild. Dragon tank would be cool to use a flame wall. Yeah, this is not working. It's cool, but it's not working. So, let's say events. So, let's say the condition also has the flag. So let's say, or the counter. Game time is less than less than 5 minutes maybe. So they attack for the first 5 minutes and then they stop attacking. So 300 seconds. So within these 300 seconds, the first 6 minutes, they will attack. Every 90 seconds, every 40 seconds. Every 40 seconds they attack. Okay. The buildings, they are way too far outside of the base. Great for aggression. But let's put them back in the base. So the first war factory, let's not put it near to this supply source, but actually 20k. And the barracks, 20k. This way they are way back in the base. And now I want to expand on the base. I want to check if they have cash, lots of cash. If they have lots of cash, I want them to build more crazy shit. I also want them to use the general powers. They have oil derricks here. Let's start working on the capturing of the oil derricks. So skirmish China, behavior, Where do I start? Conditions, general, flags, behavior. Guard base, capture. Need to have a condition for that. Beginning. I don't want to capture so early on. China V conditions. Oil. If true, this is a subroutine. If true and the game timer, the game counter is equal to or greater than, let's say after 3 minutes, 180 seconds, do nothing, then he will build red guard. Let's produce the red guard. Copy the team. This one is not correct. That one is the tank hunter. Tank hunter one. And this one is the capture unit. Capture one. That's the red guard. Red guard. Hey, Vian, welcome, welcome. The game has bugs related to incorrect behavior, missile defenders, and fuel bomb. Okay. Here's the capture one. And now we need to have a capture upgrade. So, events. Upgrades. Let's have upgrades. China V upgrades. China V upgrades. Capture. If true and the game time, that is why the game time counter is so important. This way you can exactly pinpoint down when things should start to happen. Is equal to or greater to 3 minutes. Okay. Then I want to have an upgrade. Command button. Upgrade. Player. Set. Experience. Build AI. Build an upgrade. This player build this upgrade. China. Upgrade. China. Capture. Helix, isotope, mines, radar, satellite, cost reduction, fanatism. Infantry capture building. Okay, so after 180 seconds, 3 minutes, they should get the capture upgrade. Okay. Got it. And then we need the behavior with the capture. So guard base. We don't need a guard base, but we need the capture. Red guard, capture. If true, then this team begins hunting with the command button. This team begins hunting using ability command button. And again, I think it uses the sequential script. We can try it with that. Or I can just look at my other map. Because here I did the exact same thing. Red guard. Oil capture. Generic behavior. Basics capture oil red guard. We look at that. Basic. True, then this team executes script. China V basic capture north sequentially. Okay, so we have a sequential. Build this upgrade. Upgrade infantry capture building. The subroutine. There's the sequential script. This team will move towards the nearest tech building within area, okay? Delay is sequential script until the specific command ability is ready. Okay, now here it gets interesting. Here it gets interesting, very interesting. So first we need have this team execute script. The sequentially start. Okay. Sequential team sequential. Execute start. Have this team execute blah blah blah. And did I really put this in here? Every time? It doesn't make sense. I think I slept there. Okay, and then we copy it. Sequential, okay, we copy that. Subroutine, blah blah blah. Red guard capture. Copy. Capture C. Okay, and here we have the sequential. So that would be here with... We'll move towards the nearest tech building. Move towards the nearest tech building. Tech buildings. I think we can skip that. That was just so that they move towards that and don't wait for the cooldown to happen on the capture upgrade. We ignore that. We ignore that. That one is way more interesting. With a delay. Okay. China infantry red guard capture building. Okay. Maybe I copied that. Delay. This team. Why is it different to this one? Player team okay, so team, player team sequential script. Team, player team, okay. So, this player? Is it this player? It is this player, okay. Team, this team. Man, so complicated. This team. Use ability, blah. Okay. So that's the subscript. Sub. And this one runs the subscript. Okay, so sub. Okay. Now we have created the subsequential script, and now here we can select the capture unit with the red guard, and they use the capture. Conditions oil, sub, capture. Okay. So technically they should now start capturing. Let's recheck that. Make the game a bit faster.
A warrior has fallen.
Wait for the red guard to arrive. Hope they leave enough money there to build the capture upgrade. And after 5 minutes or so they should stop attacking. War factory is now being produced. Oh, okay, they already have the red guard. Red guard attacking there, coming in. Too many red guards. Doesn't even go for the capture upgrade. I think because he doesn't have money. Doesn't have to capture. Doesn't have to capture. He has to capture. Okay, this guy has to capture, but he's he's dying. He's not going for the oil racks. This guy also has to capture now. But he's not using the capture as he should be. Oh, it starts lagging badly. Wow, holy crap. Okay, why it does lag so badly? Yeah, they don't care about the capture. Nobody is capturing. Nobody is giving a crap about capture. They also don't capture. It's great that he has the red guards. It's great they have the capture ability. But they don't use it. Oh wow, he builds a lot of red guards. Crap. Why are you building so many? Team China capture. Yeah, let's put it to 1. Holy crap. They are not AI recruitable. They are also not aggressive, they are normal. I think that's also what I did here. Capture. I set them to normal, yeah. Huh. 900 priority. Yeah, maybe I should just copy all the scripts which I have for the capture. I remember this was a very tough one to script in. But I will end this now. I thank you all for watching. So thank you all for watching, guys. I think this is long enough. I streamed for 1 hour and 45 minutes. I think that's enough. This was the beginning of scripting in AI. And I will do something else now. Yeah, have a great rest of your day. Thank you all for watching. Ugh, hiccups. I'm sorry. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, we see us in the next video, next live stream. This is your cncHD like always. We see us in the next one. Till then, goodbye.
Unit